Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're just passing the Dairy Queen in Kingsland, Texas, USA on Highway 1431 if you want to know where I am right now, but that's going to change. Oh, guys, I am on fire again. I got the itch. I want to go RVing. Why? What is it I really like about RVing, and why is it always on my mind traveling around in my little RV? Well, guys, I hate to tell you, but I'm addicted to it. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to it. It's and I'll tell you what it really is for me. Now, I don't know what this camera's going to do here. Who knows? But be that as it may, back to the story. It's something about, I know I've talked about this 1,000 times, or probably more, but I'm going to do it again because it makes me feel good. It lets me vent. But RVing is a way of life for me that is just freaking awesome. I mean, I was made for RVing. I'm a loner, and that's a big plus for RVing. Boondocking is fine with me. That's a big plus. I don't mind pooping in a sack and peeing in a jug. That's a triple plus. And, and roughing it a little bit doesn't bother me 5 cents. I don't like to be really cold, and I would rather be a little too warm than a little too cold. I guarantee you that. But I don't know, man. It's just, whenever I get ready to go, it's the whole process, because even though I have a sense of direction, I mean, I know I like to go out west in the high desert. That's about all I've got. I don't have a timetable. I'm retired. I got a little income to live on. And, I'm not worried about getting rich in my lifetime. I'm rich already. Hell, I'm richer than most men on this planet. I've got more freedom. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. But be that as it may, I mean, for me, and I know this is going to sound like a little selfish video, but it's not really, because these things that I'm saying probably apply to millions of others. When you get ready to go on an RVing outing, like I go sometimes for a few weeks or a few months or whatever, I don't have any schedule. I don't have to be anywhere at any time. And as far as, the national parks and stuff that are really crowded, even though there's beautiful places, there's some national parks that are just freaking awesome. I mean, Yosemite and Grand Canyon and giant redwoods and all that, that's all just beautiful, but I've seen it. And back when I saw it, it wasn't that crowded. It was fairly crowded even then, though, I have to admit that, at those big name national parks. But for me, it's the whole process, man. See, I've got my casita turned around under my home base aluminum cover, because I can turn it around under the cover, and I can turn it any direction I want to, because it's got a little wheel that goes under the hitch and I can move it around. Is that a big plus for the casita? Maybe for me, that is just a slice of heaven. And then when I get ready to go, the night before, it's kind of a little thing, it gets you all fired up, but I turn the RV around and get it all ready to hook up, back the truck up, go through the whole routine, do everything you can do the day before, which is virtually nothing. And as far as putting stuff on the inside, I know I've talked about this before, I don't have anything to really put away. It takes about 3 or 4 minutes, if that. Just put some stuff on the bed and go. Because whenever you unplug from the electrical, the refrigerator automatically goes to propane. First step. If there's no propane, it goes to battery. But if there's propane out there available, it goes to propane, so that takes care of that. But then when I hook up, man, which takes a few seconds, and start to pull out, it's just a rush. I mean, it's like, hello world, because I drive 50 miles an hour on some of these roads, where I'm not going to back up traffic. Of course, on the interstate, I get up to a whopping 60. But on these roads like I'm on here now, where there's not much traffic and it's kind of the out of the way places, I'm driving 50 right now. If I was towing an RV, I'd still be driving 50 miles an hour. I'm not in a hurry. I like to look at stuff while I'm driving down the highway, and I can't see very fast. My seers don't work that fast anymore. But so RVing, guys, is if you don't get in a hurry, and if it's a man and a wife or whatever, a team, if you're on the same page or the same chapter, then it probably works pretty good. But if one member is kind of tugging at the ropes to go back home, well, I don't know what to say about that. it would make it a little difficult. Or, you know, they don't want, you know, whenever you get two people together, you know, one person might want to go one way and one person want to go another way, or they like a certain location. Anyway, enough said about that. That's their problem. But for me, guys, getting on the road is really something. I mean, like I'm driving down the highway right now. I could be pulling my Casita easily and doing this video, no problem at all, and talking about the scenery and so forth. You know, this is Highway 1431 between Kingsland, Texas, and Buckhannon Dam, which is a little community. Neither one of them are incorporated. They're just little communities. You know, they don't have a police force or a mayor and all that stuff. And I like that. That's why I chose this area, because it's really laid back. Now, there might be a lot of things going on I'm unaware of, but I don't really care if I'm unaware of it and it ain't bothering me. I'm fine. But yeah, RVing, guys, can really get on you. Well, for me anyway, and I've been doing this for a long time, guys. I mean, you know, 25 years, I'd guess, in that range. And have I been a lot of places? Yes. You know, and you know, I started out just like everybody else did. You know, I wanted to have full hookups, water, electric, and septic, and I did that for the first couple of years. And then I said, wait a minute, whoa, do I really need that? You know, I got to talking to some people that were doing some different things, and I thought, well, hell, I can do that. But anyway, it's just the whole ball of wax, man. It's just such a rush to cruise down a highway you've never been on before, or pull into a place that you've never been before with beautiful views and mountains and sunsets, and you know, and then you drive the next day and it's all together different. And then a week or two later, you do it again and all different again. You know, it's just like, and it never ends. You know, the journey never ends. It's not like, I mean, it's not ended while I'm at my home base. I mean, I'm still RVing in my mind at my home base. You know what I mean? I'm actually thinking about things. You know, you know, whenever I'm there at my home base, I'm always thinking about, well, I wonder how this would work on the road, or boondocking, or what could I do to improve my situation. Anyway, I'll end the video here in a minute, guys. Otherwise, it'd take 20 years to upload. And anyway, I just turned directly into the sun almost. But anyway, so anyway. Some people complained about me saying anyway too much. Well, let me say it one more time. Anyway. So anyway, for those of you that don't like me to hear me say that, anyway. So what else can I say about RVing, guys? Not much that I haven't said 1,000 times before, other than the freedom of the road. It's just the whole package, man. It's the whole thing, man. You know, like when I went out to Del Rio for a week, I mean, there I was in a totally new area. You know, you go get some Mexican food, go down and look at the border, quote, fence. And, you know, it was just, you know, that's really something. You know, I got to see Lake Amistad, the recreation area, and I boondock. Cost me a whopping $2 or $3 a night, whatever it was. You know, is that a big deal? No. And can I boondock? I got a boondocking machine now. My Casita 2019 Freedom Deluxe with that 120 amp hour AGM battery and my 120 watt Zamp solar panels. Oh, hello America, man. I can do it. I mean, it's amazing. It worked perfectly out there. I mean, I'm get down. I don't want to jinx it, but no, it was, I could have charged the battery once every 3 or 4 days and been fine. No problem. You know, the refrigerator running on propane uses nothing. I've already said that 50 times. That makes 51, so that's good. Sometimes it takes a little while to get through that last 1/4 inch. You know what I mean? The bone in your head is about 1/4 inch or a little 3/8 of an inch thick. That's not very much protection, is it? But anyway, guys, this is Highway 29 now. We're going east towards Burnet, Texas, B-U-R-N-E-T. And with that in mind, I'll end the video now and just tell you that I'm going to be going RVing soon. I don't know. I don't want to go too soon, because last year I went out in March, and for the first couple of months I paid the price. By that I mean it was windy, it was a little cooler than I liked, and so, you know, April's looking like a good time, but you never know, man. I'm watching the weather in these areas that I'm kind of interested in, and if I start seeing some pretty good forecasts, 10-day forecasts, even though that they're not very accurate, at least they're a guide. So I just might pull the trigger on this thing and go, because I don't have to be here. You know, my kids are grown. You know, it's just like I was when I was growing up. Did I sit around thinking about my parents and grandparents? No, hell no. I mean, I couldn't even have told you where they were or where they lived half the time. you know, I was a normal kid. You know what I mean? I was living my own life, had my own thing to do. My kids have the same thing. My grandson has the same way. You know, I got 2 sisters. They're doing their own thing. Life's good. You know, so hell, you know, get with them, boy. If there's, you know, I'm 73. If there's anything I want to do or go see do, I better go see do it now, because my go see doing days are, well, you know, there's not as many in front of me as there is behind me. Let me say that. So with that in mind, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye bye. Buy anything you want, anytime you want. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? I'll give you 2 reasons. First, I get a small commission and it does not cost you 1 penny. Second, I use that money to go RVing. I mean, yeah, that and YouTube, that's what pays for all this luxury. I mean, I'm telling you. But anyway, for those of you that have used the link, thank you very much. And what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you're going to be full of water and you won't want to eat so much. What else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep, hold it for a few seconds, and breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress lowers your blood pressure, and that is extremely good for you. Do it several times a day. Don't hyperventilate, but you know, a few times a day as you think of it. If you feel a little stressed out, just take a deep breath and breathe out slowly. Do that a few times and then go on about your business. You'll feel better. And what else? Stretch, 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 walk, walk, walk. Exercise your body once or twice a day. I've already done my stretches and I walk for about an hour. It was nice enough to do that, even though it's 41 top-up degrees here in Central Texas. There is no wind, and when there's no wind and it's above 40, I can go walking anywhere. The wind makes the deal. And what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Don't let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. You know, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and enjoy your life one day at a time. Again, amigos, RVing, guys. I know it's getting more popular in a lot of ways, but who cares? You know, I can't control that. Anyway, adios, amigos. Bye bye.